Some plain old white vinegar on a very low flame, just trying to warm it up just a little bit, and we'll get to that, the reason for that, in a second. But here I've got red peppers and a combination of green and yellow. These were just starting to go ripe, so these are not as mature. Once they mature, they will go with a sort of orange yellow color. And yeah, Asian markets, Caribbean markets, you will find them there. I think they're called Thai chili or bird's eye pepper. I grew up calling this bird pepper. If that's all you have, that is cool. What I like doing, because I find these are not as spicy as I would like it to be, I will add some peppers from my garden, and there's just some Scotch bonnet, and I think this one is a fatale. Totally optional. We'll need some garlic, a bit of white sugar, some black peppercorn, some sea salt. Any sort of salt that you have will work, and we will also need a jar or container to store it in. This has been sterilized. In the pot that I have coming up to temperature there, as I said, I don't want it to come to a full boil. As soon as I start seeing little bubbles on the side, which is almost there, I'm going to turn it off. But I'm going to add my black peppercorns to that, and the reason for adding the peppercorns there, it's going to soften up a little bit, and that is why I wanted to heat the vinegar a bit. And the vinegar is the preservative for this. I want to treat this vinegar with some respect. The reason being, not only am I going to get the heat from all the peppers that I'm using once I pickle them, the vinegar itself, yo man, your hamburgers, your hot dogs, your grilled meats, you take some of that vinegar and you just pour it all over it. Drop, drop, boom. Ton of flavor and all kind of niceness, yeah? And that is why, basically, I'm warming it up, because I want to pull out all those flavors. And speaking about flavors, I'm just gonna crush the garlic and pop them in there as well too. I'm just smashing it with my knife. And I am using, wow, that one was a little bit tough, boy. Was that 4 and 3, 7, I think about 7 cloves of garlic. What I'm going to do now is give that a little... I just made a mess on the flicking stove. Anyhow, I'm going to turn off my stove and let that sort of steep there for about 3 or 4 minutes, just for the garlic and that black peppercorn to make its way into the vinegar. As the vinegar does its thing there, I'm just going to pull my jar over. And the reason for adding these hot peppers, as I said, I'm just going to take the stems off. And by the way, I remove all the stems from these. If you wanted to keep the stems, I mean to say, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm going to remove the stems. And the reason for adding these peppers is to give the vinegar and the overall peppers a nice kick. So all I'm going to do is, and please wear gloves and wash your hands with soap and water after. I'm just going to toss that into the jar or the container that I'm using, if you want to use a plastic container. If you don't, and I'm including the seeds and everything else. And the reason for cutting them, do they ever smell good, boy? The reason for cutting them is to release all of that heat. You're going to hit that a couple slices. Ooh. If you don't wash your hands with soap and water after, and you touch your cookbooks, listen, you be in some pain, boy. So we've got the Scotch bonnet pepper in there. Then I'm going to go in with all of these, well, the red ones, that is. Next up, we're going to add the green ones. And you know, you can mix it up. It's totally up to you. I just think it looks more pretty, visually appealing in the jar or the container by doing it this way. At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter in what order or whatever, however you choose to add the peppers in there. Now if you have time and you've got those little fancy little tongs, the skinny little ones, and you want to line them up standing up, you can do that as well too. Just, oh look, hey, you're looking nice though, eh? I'm telling you. After that, We're gonna hit that with the sugar. Pour some sugar on me. Hey, rock and roll is not my thing, eh? Salt. Yeah, we need salt in there as well too, and I'm using sea salt. Actually, that's the only salt. Well, I have a whole bunch of Himalayan salt and all kind of niceness in the cupboard as well. For the most part, it's sea salt that I use and everything. All we're gonna do now is give that a little shake. And the reason for putting the sugar and the salt at the top here, once I pour that vinegar in there, that's gonna melt, work its way all the way down. Yeah? So the final step, excuse me, is to get that garlic, put it on the top there, like so. And then I'm sure I'm gonna make a mess, but the whole idea now is to pour all of that lovely vinegar in there, the peppercorns and everything. And if you need to top it up, as in my case here, with some more vinegar, because I want the vinegar all the way up, I'm gonna add just about half a cup more vinegar in there. Sup, soldiers? Listen, if you enjoy this recipe, I'd really appreciate it if you hit subscribe and click that bell notification thing. If you've made the recipe, take a picture and send it to me, email address down here. I mean, trying to tell people the email address, them butts will take the address and do all kind of thing with it. And tag me on Instagram at Caribbean Pot. I really appreciate you guys, and thanks for being in my kitchen with me today. Irie. Just gonna top that down. We're gonna hit that the little seal, and you can store this. I'm gonna once I put the lid on, I'm gonna give that a shake to make sure that salt and that sugar gets everywhere. The other thing, if you wanted to add, is if you wanted to give it a bit of a citrus flavor, you can add a couple wedges of lemon in the center as well too. Chris here, CaribbeanPod.com, pickled peppers. Yeah, it is the season. I have a lovely peach Scotch bonnet pepper sauce coming out. I've got a couple more sauces coming out. Coincidentally, we would call this, in Trinidad and Tobago, we would call this pepper sauce as well, even though it's not a sauce, because anything with peppers and liquid and we tend to call a sauce. But you would store this on your kitchen counter if you want to keep it in the fridge. I mean, this it will last a lot longer in the fridge. Every so often, I would give it a little twist, a little shake, because I want the vinegar to interact with the cut Scotch bonnet and fatali pepper at the bottom to really make this nice and spicy. Chris here, CaribbeanPod.com. Always a pleasure. Oh, on the counter here, a few months easily, the vinegar will just continue to cure that. Always a pleasure having you all in the kitchen with me. Pickled, well, I guess you would call it bird's eye pepper. You gotta give it a try, man. Irie. What's up, soldiers? Don't forget to click subscribe. If you've already clicked subscribe, hit that bell notification thing. I want to all you missing out on the new videos, man. Come on, click.